Hear me and hear the word of the Lord this morning, that ban is lifted. I release the finances upon you to complete that project. I ask the hand of Jehovah to bring you out of that dungeon. And so I prophesy and I pray into your life. Poverty is no more your portion. Stagnation is no more your portion. I pick you out from that. Good morning once again. I am Apostle Hephzibah, the senior pastor of Glory House of Covenant Ministry International, Makurdi, Benue State, Nigeria, and also the CEO, Woman Arise and Support the Vulnerable Initiative. I want to take 1 minute of your time to pray with you this morning from the book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 6. And I read, "The Lord our God spake unto us in Horeb, saying, Ye have dwelt long enough in this mount. Turn ye and take your journey, and go to the mount of the Amorites, and unto all the places nigh thereunto, in the plain, in the hills, and in the vale, and in the south, and by the seaside, to the land of the Canaanites, and unto Lebanon, unto the great river, the river Euphrates." Here this morning I want to tell you that this is the story of Moses. And this is at Mount Horeb, when the children of Israel were taken out of Egypt by God through Moses. And the Bible says God commanded that the journey was going to be 40 days. But something happened in the process. The Bible says in the process they began to sin against God. They began to rebel against Moses. They began to play the idolatry. They began to even disrespect the words of the Lord. They never believed in the power of God anymore. The Bible says that Moses sent the 12 chieftains of the Israelites to go and spy the land that was filled with milk and honey according to divine direction by God through Abraham. The Bible says when they got there, 10 people said as they returned back that the people were giants. They even gave a report that they were before those people like grasshoppers, and they were not able to stand them. Even when Caleb and Joshua were trying to speak them down, having faith in the power of God they saw at the point they migrated from Egypt, all of them spoke these two messengers of God down, and God got angry with them. And because of this anger, God turned that journey of 40 days into 40 years. And the Bible says they sojourned in the wilderness until everything about them got worn out. And if you go further in that scriptures, you discover that all of them died in the process. Only Caleb and Joshua entered into the promised land. And while they were still there, God spoke to Moses and said, "You have encompassed in this mountain for so long. Turn ye and move." And at that point, they started moving. At that point, they discovered that all their movement was just surrounding in one place. What does this mean? It means that one may be walking in round circle for years without understanding it. It means that you may be in the same position for more than 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, for as long as it may be, without understanding you are in one place. And one of the things you get to know as a child of God is to always keep asking God in your place of prayers, am I in the right position you wanted me to be at the moment? I want to trust God that there is no how you ask him that question that he will not answer you, because he said whatever thing you bind on earth is bound in heaven. And so anything you take to him in prayers, he will hear and he will answer. The Bible says his ears are not too heavy that he cannot hear you. And so the children of Israel walked around the mountain for so long until the mercies of God located them, and God spoke to Moses and said, "You have walked around this mountain for too long. I want to tell you that daughter of Zion, I want to tell you that son of God, you have been in that circle for so long, or maybe you have seen the blessing of God, and to you feel that you are already blessed. Let me tell you, for the beloved of the Lord, there is no blessing that is too much that he cannot keep releasing it unto you, especially when you are in the right path with God. So I come to tell you this morning, maybe you are blessed, but expect more blessing. You may be someone that have been downcasted, downtrodden, and you feel there is no hope anymore. Hear me, this word is for you. So I pray for you this morning that no more secular movement. From today and now, you are going to move forward, and I command you to move on and take a new journey of life into destiny, a new journey of life into your place of testimony, a new journey of life into your glory. And so I cut off every rope of limitations. I cut off every spell of stagnation. I cut off every mindset that the devil has put into you and has made you feel that where you are is your comfort zone. Hear me, that comfort zone is not meant for you until you stretch and overstretch, and there is no more strength to stretch. God will not step in for you. I speak to you this morning that I lift you up from that dungeon and I place you into your realm of testimony and rest. I bring you out of that shame, and I pray for you this morning that no limitations will hold you back again. No discouragement or distractions will take you to the rear again. Move on into destiny. Move on in that career. Move on into that position that was denied you of. Move on into that realm of manifestation of glory where your enemies will be disappointed. I speak to you this moment, the same way the children of Israel moved and suddenly entered into the land that was filled with milk and honey. I tell you, move into that land of testimony from this morning. And I tell you the truth, no devil can resist you, because the Bible says there is a time under the sun, a time to laugh and a time to cry. And the Bible says God makes everything beautiful in his time. So I want to assure you that this time is that time that God has destined that your life shall be made beautiful. Receive that beautiful destiny. Receive that beautiful promotion. Receive that beautiful and outstanding glory that even your enemies will not be able to fathom. I speak to you this morning. You can never see the Egyptians you used to see before. The Lord bless you. Don't forget, I am your host, Apostle Hephzibah, the senior pastor of Glory House of Covenant Ministry International, Makurdi, Benue State, Nigeria, and also the CEO of Women Arise and Support the Vulnerable Initiative. I want to assure you that the Lord is with you, but please don't forget to share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click on the notification button, and you will always receive our daily prayers. Don't forget, the Lord loves you. The back is not your position. The floor is not meant for you, but the top is your place in destiny. The Lord bless you.